Good morning.
Wake up, Iowa City.
I'm Jackson Kalmar.
I'm Natalia Wienek.
And today we have a very fun, special episode. We have one of my really good friends here, E. E, say what's up.
What's up? Thank you guys for having me.
So E is actually the founder of a company called Vita Renova. And also we're going to have Sports with Johnny Pascuzzi, where he's going to talk about some events happening right now in sports, Iowa sports, and the week in the life of a college football athlete. So Natalia, take it away.
So we're a little low on the budget, so we're going to be sharing a mic. I hope you guys could, be okay
We had some
with that.
technical difficulties last week. Couldn't really
Yeah.
hear us.
Yes.
Whoops, my bad.
But we're really excited to have E here. E, I know that you're a founder, or co-founder of Vita Renova, and I would love to know more about that. I know it started as a class project and turned into something way bigger. So what is Vita Renova?
Yeah, so Vita Renova is a recycling and waste management company that we've developed that kind of helps people to integrate environmental and eco-conscious practices within their daily lives. We want to make environmental sustainability not a chore, but something that's educational and fun.
And how do you make something like that educational and fun?
Well, simple. You know those chasing arrows that you see on your plastic bottles? Did you notice that the number in between and the chasing arrows don't actually tell you that it's recyclable? They actually tell you what type of material it's made out of. That tells you whether it can be recycled or whether it can't be recycled. So yeah, that's something I learned as well as we're developing the company. Yeah. So when you see those chasing arrows with the number in the middle, usually the numbers 1, 2, and 7 can almost always be recycled. When the numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 are usually, you have to do a little bit of research behind it, kind of see whether this material can be or can't be recycled. So this is one of the things that we've learned while developing the company, doing our own type of research and interviewing a lot of these experts.
So what sparked that interest in the beginning?
I've always been into agricultural science and environmental studies. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved gardening, always loved planting. I have plants at home. Every summer, I always make sure to get some more new seeds and more new pots, kind of expand my garden a little bit. I've always though seen a negative impact on their environment. Every time you walk somewhere, you're always seeing either a trash bag or plastic bags or wrappers or candy wrappers or these boxes just sitting and laying on the ground. I thought that it would be a lot better for someone to take it into their hands to kind of make sure that recycling and waste management is more efficient than what we're doing now.
And E, I kind of want to backtrack into more of your origin story, how you came to be. So I know you immigrated from Africa as a child. So I wanted to ask, when you came to the United States, who was it with? What belongings did you have? And what is your definition of the American dream? And are you currently pursuing it as a startup business owner?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I came here with my family, my parents and my siblings. We were a pretty big family when we came. I was one of 6. I'd have to say, with the American dream, it's just more so trying to make sure that we're living the lives that our parents visioned for us. Making sure their sacrifices weren't for nothing. My parents went through a lot more than I did, so I have to give a lot more respect to them and a lot more credit to them. And the work I'm doing now is for them to make sure that not only our dreams come true, but their dreams of seeing that their child succeed comes true. We came here with almost anything you could put in a suitcase, just clothes, textiles, fabrics, and photos, family photos, and heirlooms.
Wow. I bet they're very proud of you now, seeing what business you've accomplished. I want to ask you a little bit about the future of your business and where you think it's going after this sports segment. I hope that was a good transition. But we're going to transition to Johnny Pascuzzi, who has our updates on sports.
Thank you, Jackson Natalia, and I'm excited to be back here with Wake Up Iowa City, bringing you guys your weekly sports section. Now, my Iowa people, there's a lot going on in Iowa sports. The first thing would be outdoor track season starts soon. So if you're a track fan, make sure to get out there and support your athletes. Now, the second thing is the game heard around the world as Caitlin Clark and the Iowa women's team took down Angel Reese and the LSU Tigers in the Elite Eight. This was an awesome game. It was a revenge game as LSU beat Iowa in the national championship. There's a lot to celebrate. Iowa's moving on to the Final Four against UConn, which would be another great matchup. Now, if you're an Iowa women's supporter, you should be happy because Lisa Bluter automatically got a 2-year contract extension just for getting to the Final Four. The final thing we're going to talk about is I want to give you guys a look into a game week here, being part of the football team. So I want to show you guys how that all goes down. So Sunday after a game, we come in, we watch the film, look at what we could have done better, stretch out, whatever. And we like to talk about in the building, have it a 24-hour rule. So when you wake up on Monday, anything that happened in the game is flushed and you move on. Monday we come in, it's the first install day. We have a light practice, which is nice, have some meetings. And then Tuesday, Wednesday are the big work days for us. That's when we have our pads on. We're going full speed. We're never tackling or we never go live during the season, but we're hitting each other. We're getting going. We're going full speed. And then we also have meetings. Now, Thursday is what every athlete loves because it's the off day on the team. You get to sleep in, no meetings, no practice. You can do whatever you want all day, study, watch film, whatever it is. Get ready for the game. Friday, we have a quick walkthrough, and then we go to the hotel, do our final meeting, wake up Sunday, and it's time to go play the game.
Johnny, thank you so much for sports. I love that we're really getting that sneak peek into what it's like to be a college football athlete and everything that you have to do during the week. Natalia, I know you had another question for E that you kind of teased the audience with before we went to sports.
Yeah, so I just think it's really fascinating that this kind of started off as a class project with 2 other classmates and it turned into something way bigger. So can you tell us a little bit about how that started, who kind of came up with the idea and the vision for it?
Yeah, so originally we started off as Coasters for Cause for a class project. It was with one of my favorite professors, Bob Walker. We would basically have to start a project that we'd have to basically start a business, a small business that runs off of $20. And our idea was, the best way to do it is just, kind of repurpose something. We decided that we were going to take a life hack of repurposing plastic bags, shaping them, braiding them, and gluing them into coasters. So yeah, that's when we came up with the idea of Coasters for Cause, creating coasters for a cause. After that, I kind of saw that as an opportunity, it's kind of to give back, kind of to create something valuable within that idea. And after some time, after talking to 2 personal friends of mine, I pitched them the idea, let's start this company. Let's do something that's, has a positive impact on the community and the environment. And over time, after some surveys and after some interviews with a lot of specialists, we transformed into Vida Renova. And now we not only repurpose those plastic bags into coasters, but we also provide environmental friendly household items through our online services.
So I love the name Vida Renova, and I want to know, where did you get this name from? And then also, what is Vida Renova's overall mission? Yeah,
so funny story actually. We were thinking that since we were going to change our business model from creating those coasters to something a lot more, we needed to change our name. And when I was talking to my friends, one of them was really, really into, a Latin name. He really wanted our name to be something towards, targeted towards something I remember he said manga mudo at first.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting, and but it didn't really stick with me, and I just thought that Vida Renova was something that it's something that came to my mind. Something Vida means life, and Renova means renew, so kind of like renewing life.
I like that.
That's actually a really good name. I didn't even think of that.
Thank you. So yeah, Vida Renova is we just want to be able to give us a chance at fighting the environmental crisis once again. So kind of, Vida Renova, renewing that chance, renewing that life.
How long has your business been around?
So far, it was an idea we kind of been developing on since October of 2023. Mm-hmm. Now we're planning to launch late July, early August. And I asked this for every business owner, where do you envision your company, your team being in 5 years? Yeah, that's a great question. I really want to expand the business. I want to expand not only the business itself, but the influence that the business has. I want to be able to show people that, integrating those environmental practices into your lifestyle is not as hard as it seems. It's not a chore. And we want to be able to offer a service that, makes it a lot easier, makes it an easier adaptation, and helps people to understand, I can become eco-conscious, I can become environmentally friendly, all through this one service. Well, E, thank you so much for being on the show. I loved learning about your business. I love just your story, your mission, everything, the education to the public that you're going to provide through these renewable sourced products. Yeah, thank you. So I really love that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. And I wish you the best of luck, and I'm so excited to see
what comes out of your business. I know it's already a great success, so I'm excited to see. So, great. Thank you so much, E, for being here. Thank you, Jackson, for co-hosting with me, and we'll see you guys next week. Wake
Thank
up,
you so
Iowa
much.
City.
Wake up, Iowa City. See you next week.